Hey guys, pardon the sweat. I just got back from biking across town in Toronto. It's pretty toasty out. If you ever want a place to go where the environment is forced to take care of you because no one else will, I invite you to bike or walk across Toronto sometime. However, I'm making this video because I'm going to a place where if you pay attention and you listen carefully, the environment cares for you a lot, and since I'm going to this place alone, it's really important that I actually pay attention to my surroundings and care about what's going on around me. So, that being said, Wayne Bliss called this place the Islands in the Sky. I'm talking about the Manitou Islands on Lake Nipissing, not to be confused with the Manitou Islands in Georgian Bay. And I'm going there for a 10-day solo trip to rediscover the islands and to, explore around and test out the myths and legends and horror stories of the place. My name is Anthony Leclair, by the way. Some of you who watch this video will know me as Tony. You can call me either. I was born in Deep River, Ontario, which is only 2 hours away from North Bay, and I went to college in North Bay at Canada for theatre, and I moved around a bunch, and I've always loved camping. I've always gone around with my parents to Bon Echo or Algonquin Park. I just finished a trip recently with a couple of my uncles and a bunch of my cousins, and it's the best time for me. It makes me feel alive. Living in the city is kind of confining, and while you do often feel alone in the city, it's not the same because the environment doesn't treat you the same. That being said, you have to have respect for the environment for it to treat you nicely in the first place, so it makes total sense that some people don't appreciate camping as much as I happen to. So, the reason why I'm making this video for this solo trip is because I want to turn this adventure of my own into a documentary to share with the world. I want to interview the locals in North Bay and people who know the history and the legends and the myths of the Manitou Islands, and really dig deep and try and bring back some relevance to this area. I mean, there have been a lot of big names going to the North Bay and Sudbury areas doing filming and stuff, and but beyond the lights and the stardom and all that stuff going on there's something far more exhilarating and beautiful, I think, and that's just the land around us. And so I'm asking for $2,500 for the production of a documentary and the creation of a book of songs and poems, much of which I will create there. Some stories that I collect from the locals, and some of my own journal entries from my expedition once I go. I have all sorts of perks and stuff for those of you who donate listed on this page, and even if you can't support financially, just wishing me luck or shooting me a message and letting me know that it means something to you as well, or just sharing the link for this page to someone you think may be able to support and donate. Any of those I find very worthwhile, and all of those mean so much to me. And so I want to share with not just you people who support me, but I want to share with everyone the beauty of the land and the power of the land, and show them that there's something beyond the bubble of the city or even of the town. I mean, North Bay is not a very big place, but a lot of people get caught up in what's going on in the town around them without really focusing outward. I mean, like, the Lake Nipissing's huge. I mean, North Bay is just a small part of this massive lake, and a lot of people, I think, take it for granted. Yeah, they'll go for strolls by the lake, but like really experience it. It's a rough place. And I mean, I've heard so many horror stories now, and people have dissuaded me so much from paddling out there, especially by myself. People have died out there, and it is serious. There are risks and challenges, and I can't wait to go head to head with them. And I feel that as long as I give it my all and give it, my determination, and add to that my endurance and my respect for the land once I reach the islands, I think I'm going to come out relatively unscathed. And with some great art and some great stories and some great history to share with you and everyone else. So again, looking for $2,500. That's, in comparison to the grand scheme of things of how much a documentary film and a publication of a book typically costs, it's not too much that I'm asking for. That doesn't change the significance of any money donated, of course. And I'm funding most of the trip myself already, in terms of acquiring gear and putting together food. I thank my sister for the dehydrator that I'm using right now to make a good chunk of the food, my uncle for providing me already with a lot of the food to start, and Peggy and John Livingston, the late John Livingston, who have sent me, or will be sending me off with plenty of gear to keep me safe out there. And I thank my parents, of course, for hopefully not having a coronary while I'm gone. And I just want to thank all of you again. I've done this a few times, I think, already in this video. I thought it important not to cut and paste while making this video, because it's important for you to see how I actually am, because if you can't support the actual person doing the trip and asking you for the support, then no amount of cutting and pasting and editing to make me look prettier or sound nicer or more eloquent, no amount of that is going to help, I don't think. And if it does, then I think it cuts the relevance and the importance. What's important is, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I'm asking for, and I hope that you help me share with you and everyone else this grand journey. And I hope to be doing this, by the way. This is the first part of a series, I hope, of documentaries and books that I get to do, just exploring this wonderful country. And I know many people do love getting outdoors. Canada's a big outdoorsy country, but I don't see as much promotion of that as I'd like to. Again, I'm from Deep River, and there's a lot of emphasis on building and making it look, progressing, and making it look nicer and more city-like. And I think progress can also be more just accepting where you are in the area around you. And I hope to be able to do the same in Deep River, exploring the Ottawa and going on to the Laurentian Mountains and doing that next year. And the year after, I'm looking to do a big expedition from Deep River, Ontario to Halls Harbour, Nova Scotia, which crosses the St. Lawrence and the St. John River and the Bay of Fundy. So I'll be doing that with someone else, obviously. But until then, this is what I'm asking for. Please look at the perks below. Please read what else I've got here for the story. I'm sure it's far more eloquently put than what I'm giving you right now in this video. But I appreciate anything you can do for me in terms of promotion or donation or well wishes. And I thank you all very much.